I. Okay, hold on. We're not actually done here. I was being a dum dum. I could actually believe that I don't have this one. That I just like totally forgot about it. Go back in here. I. There's an equipment upgrade in this game. Because you have stuff that's equivalent to Hollow Knight's like charms. Damn. Oh! Nope. Yo! Yo, 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 we got it. Okay, cool. There. So now I'm going to go turn this in to the painting with the cow on it. I think it's actually a bull, but, you know, whatever. Okay, it's in the sleeping canvases, I believe. Is it in here? Yeah! It's a bull, not a cow, but still. I have found all the children's. Oh yeah, by the way, this is what you actually go see.
Joyful are your returning steps. You have found all of my brothers imprisoned by
I
the miracle.
I kind of forgot about that.
Now that they are free, they will be able to protect all souls in penance, as well as your own. Come closer and take this piece of me. With it, one of my holy brethren will join you whenever necessary. Contrite be the heart, penitent one in good fortune.
I love how many alternate names, like alternate titles after pennant one everyone gives him. Compañero. Okay. Whatever, we'll just look that up in a second. I'll give the game one thing. Whenever you get a new, like, item, if you pause, it will just always take you to that item first. Compañero to the sons of the Aurora. Ancient chant to the moon that calls for the aid of her offspring. Summons a group of cherubs that fly by the pennant one side, attacking nearby enemies. Baby army! The Hollow Knight comparisons only continue. Okay. The deambulatory of His Holiness. We are not actually going to be using that, though. I am not great at the game, so we're going to be using Tiento to your thorned hairs, which is a timed shield that just you don't take damage while it's up, which is nice. Okay, use that for saving. Okay, then we go to. Do I need any of this? Probably not going to need that, so let's put that back on just in case the boss summons poison miasma for some reason. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off my movement upgrades because I'm not going to need them that much in the fight. Man, I continue to apologize. I don't know why I'm. Okay, where's the other. There we go. Okay. So I've watched gameplay of this, but I've never done this myself, so. We're going to try fighting normally. If there's a particular problem with that, I may swap spells for the first half of the fight.
In my dreams, I heard your footsteps coming closer. In my dreams, I tried to talk to you and introduce myself. Guardian of the miracle and of the miracle banner, with great pain, I carry the emblem of the Father. I am the hands of bloodied skin. I am the eyes from which our mother gazes. But nothing I know of you, apart from your cold, nameless visage, apart from your calloused and wounded hands, apart from the mourning of your deaths. No, I know nothing of you. Only the miracle knows.
The miracle.
Now may your sword full of guilt with mine of gold collide. Let them hurt and march in procession. I curse you forever in name. I bless you forever in death.
We might not have a problem with the first part of the fight. Am I gonna get hit? Okay, so never mind the first part of the fight. That apparently didn't end up being a problem.
Shattered the miracle in which you saw me. Now you see me awoken as the son of the true miracle.
Oh, but there is most certainly another form. Oof. Uh-oh. Ah, yeah, I did not see that coming fast enough. Crap, crap, crap. Oh. 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 What's the button? Okay, right. Ow. Oh, I was not paying attention. Oof. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure what the like, damn it, the importance of gold is specifically, but gold is like really important in the mythology that's going on here. Achievement unlocked, Summa Blasphemia. That is slightly different to what it usually says when I beat bosses. Yeah, that wasn't... I'm wondering if there's more, because like Hollow Knight, the game update after its original release, it kept doing these like major content updates with their own names. Like how Hollow Knight had like the Lifeblood update and the Godmaster update and stuff like that. This game did the same thing. So part of me is just like, I don't know, is maybe there's going to be another fight still?
You have freed his holiness from his afflicted torment, and now he walks on the old processions on the other side of the dream. The cradle of the grievous miracle, the final relic. trail of blood and gold that emanated from the forehead of the father as he silently lamented the moment of his blessed twisting.
This guy, he's our boy that's been with us the whole game. Always somehow ahead of us. Always knows everything. That sort of character.
That first relic is here, at the top of the Ashen Mountain, next to the Turned Throne, where His Holiness was kissed by a miraculous pain. And now, your final communion with the miracle awaits. Only you will be able to know how much of it has seeped into your guilty heart. Your communion with the first.
Achievement unlocked, the Path of the Believer.
Thus came the moment of final communion with the sword-born of guilt. A last sacrifice in order to finish penance and break off with the ungodly will of the grievous miracle. But the plans of the miracle are capricious. Penance never ends, but changes, hurts, and condemns at will. There is no place for the penitent one on the other side of the dream. His place is here among
What? The whole game, they never used a gender for the penitent one until now.
the last son of the miracle. Recipient of our prayers.
Among Us.
And ever.
That's just weird. Because it felt so deliberate before. Like, the whole point is that, similar to the Knight in Hollow Knight, you know, the character isn't meant to be like an actual individual person with, you know, their own mind. They're an extension of kind of the world and the powers of the world, like how the Knight is, you know, of the void in Hollow Knight. But you know, I really love, I said it when we were starting, I really actually love how this is like old school, and particularly you can see from the names here, Spanish religious imagery and religious writing that they're like taking from and stuff. I love seeing credits that are full of you know, non-American and non-Japanese names, as it were. nothing. Not saying that like America or Japan or like English Westerners and Japan shouldn't make games or something, but obviously it's nice to see games made from that come from other people and cultures, so that we get to see what they do with the medium of video games. I always love that. But yeah, that seemed really weird. That is literally, I can't think of another time in the game where they ever used a gender for the penitent one. And it's not, and that, they could have just used they at the here at the very end, and it's not like it would have hurt anything. You gotta love some of these character names, like Our Lady of the Six Sorrows and Blessed Lord of the Salted Sores. Yeah, not Salted Shores, Salted Sores. Altagracius. The Guardian of the Ossuary. The Visage of Abnegation. Love it. It's so fucking extra. I love that. The High Wills literally is 3 people doing the voice simultaneously. I love that. That was one of the things when it came to the voice acting that every time the High Wills talked, I always loved it. Stuff like this too. Tons and tons, the credits are overwhelmingly like 99% Spanish, and it makes you realize why the character we call Balrog in Street Fighter was called Vega originally, because Vega's a Spanish name. Or no, I'm sorry, we made the Spanish character into the name Vega, which actually makes sense hilariously. But they did all that just to not get sued by Mike Tyson. Sorry, that's a weird aside, I know, but I just think it's really funny that when you go back and you look at the changing of Vega, Balrog, and M. Bison's names in Street Fighter, it was entirely done just to not get sued by Mike Tyson. That's really funny to me. It's really hard for me to call the character we know as M. Bison Vega, though. Like, it's just... The name fits Claw so well. Team 17's logo stands out so badly in these credits. Well, so, yeah, I guess we ended up beating the game pretty easily. As far as Blasphemous having multiple endings, it certainly does. Ooh, I don't want to click on anything and cause the the game to get minimized. I believe what I got was that's the quote-unquote true ending. There was something I had to do earlier in the game that, according to the wiki anyway, unlocked, like, puts me on the path for that ending. And, like, there was a boss fight earlier in the game that added a second phase to the boss fight because I was on that path. However, the main thing here is, and presumably we'll get prompted about it after the credits, there's a New Game Plus, but it's not just New Game Plus. You ascend your save file and you put the save file into the hardest difficulty. Or at least a next higher difficulty. I don't remember if I was actually asked for a difficulty selection at the beginning of the game. Yeah, and in that ascended save file, you can access some more bosses that I just literally could not access in this playthrough. And I believe that they, like, that being in that mode and doing the extra bosses and everything, like, that is how you can get the like, quote-unquote final ending. I am curious if the devs, what the devs' stance on, like, which ending is the, like, quote-unquote canon ending. Because I know that Team Cherry with Hollow Knight have said that all of the endings in Hollow Knight are canon. That there is no one correct ending. Oh yeah, this game had a fucking collaboration with Bloodstained. The Iga's not Castlevania. And I didn't actually do any of the... I could have done that stuff on this file. I might go back and do that. Not right now, but... it's basically just a bunch of platforming puzzles anyway, but... But it's crazy that she's in that Miriam from Bloodstained is in the game at all. It seems so crazy. Both the games have, like, kind of a similar idea behind them as well, but Blasphemous is so extreme in its, like, aesthetics and whatnot that it feels the two end up feeling very dissonant to each other, in my opinion. But that's just me. And yes, we watch credits in this household. We watch the entire credits. Even when I'm not particularly happy with a game, I watch if I beat it, then they deserve to have the credits rolled. Period. Oh no. Okay. Unless there's 10,000 pictures of people. That might be a bit much. Jesus Christ. That tongue was a jump from the Tracer cosplay. Okay. If this had turned into a visual version of Mighty Number Nine's credits, that would have been Mighty Number Nine's credits in full are like 3 hours long. Someday I need to actually... I copsed and I didn't watch the whole thing when I first beat the game. But I always said that someday I wanted to go back and actually watch the entire unabridged credits in the game. A lot of Alexanders. Alex and Alexanders. And Alexandria, Alexandru, Alexis. Oh, and then it ends on Alexis. A lot of Alexes. Dark VB. I had never met somebody with that name before, but when we actually have somebody on the maintenance crew at my work that's named Angel. That's his first name. We have 2 people on day shift production whose first names are Princess. That really gets me. Oh shit. Okay, so oh no. It just occurred to me like, oh okay, so that was all the A names and now we're looking at all the B names. That means we're also only in the letter B. Ooh. You know what? I'll do what you folks tell me to do. Should I cops and skip the rest of the credits? Or are we gonna sit here and watch the entire backer credits? Bruno, have a good one, Relvos. Relvos. Hope I pronounced that right. Getting people's names right is, I have always said, even years and years ago, I always said getting people's names right is, just the absolute minimum of human respect. It's just that simple. You just get people's fucking names right. Watch until D. Okay, what do you think, Melody? If you're still there, because after this we're gonna do demos from Steam Next Fest. Iopred? Eupred? Mornblade. Maritime Tiger. Have mercy. Claude, have mercy, Jordan. That's funny. Colombo! Commodore 64 Club. Complex Games Inc. I do like watching credits, though, in general. I love reading, just looking, and especially, backer credits are always so funny to watch because of people's, silly internet names or, given nicknames or whatever. Like, D literally started with Doombeard, but it was zeros instead of O's. Got a good handful of Daniels. Dark Dragon LRC. Kyrix Tepish? I believe how that is pronounced too, like Dracula's name of Vlad Dracula Tepish. I believe the S at the end is, it's not Tepis or something, it's Tepish. I believe. But if I'm wrong, somebody can correct me on that. Doodle voodled, choodles, toodle loodlin'. Okay, sure. That was a name. Okay, well, Earthworm Gem. If nobody else is gonna weigh in on it, then El Nubi. Oh. Oh. Oh man. Woo. Woo, needed the stretching. No, we're gonna finish E just because I say so. Okay, we finished E. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. No. No, no, no. Oh, hold on. We can speed the credits up. Gorka. I am clockwork. Johnny Cold. Primarch Ulrich Khan. Uh-huh. El Butcher. Just trying to grab whatever names Sly Dante. The Shimmy Shams. That's good. Why did it go all the way to there? Hazmat? That was a joke I fucking absolutely love from Homestar Runner. One of the Strong Bad emails. Like, they had to bring in a hazmat team to hose me down. And it cuts to a shot of the Poop Smith, but he's wearing like a blue hazmat suit, but on the chest it says hazmat question mark. Like H-A-S space mat question mark. Hazmat? As he's just hosing Strong Bad down. I love that joke. Oh, I wish I'd known we could have. I wish I'd noon. I wish I'd afternoon about the speeding the credits up. Well, now we're just gonna watch the whole thing, because now we got them going by way faster. Actually, at this speed, I can still mostly read it too, like all of it. I mean, parrying lord. A lot of people online think they're that. The McCannon. Mantooth. I'm the pelican. For the old blood. Look at that, we're already into the V's. In memoriam. The people who passed away during the game's development? The opposite of development babies, maybe?
and thus shall your name be erased under the heavens.
Uh-oh. Oh! Son of the Miracle. Ha! True apostasy. A new game mode has been unlocked. There you go. So what's... Yep. So Sacred Sorrows, I believe, that's how we upgrade the... or ascend the save file or whatever. And yeah, you actually can unlock skins. Just different colors for the penitent one. Yeah. The fight with the voice of the dead lady was definitely probably the hardest fight in the game. Okay. So that was Blasphemous. Maybe literally added. That is well, I mean, I talked about it a lot while I was playing and during the credits and whatnot, but it shares so much DNA with Hollow Knight. It's actually kind of funny. You learn like permanent sword art upgrades that you can perform to help out in combat, but your only other like function stuff is spells, which, you know, that's how Hollow Knight works as well. You don't have any sort of leveling or like armor or like alternate weapons as well. You only ever have the default, like the base sword or the nail in Hollow Knight, but you can equip charms in Hollow Knight, and here I forgot what they were called. Not the relics in this case, but there was that other thing. I like moved some equipment around on my rosary. Basically, it's functionally like the charms from Hollow Knight, where it creates, you know, bonuses to the way the character operates and plays and whatnot. For moving around the map a lot, I used dash upgrade equips, which is like exactly like how in Hollow Knight you would, if all you were doing was running around the map, you'd probably equip like Dash Master, and the other one that makes you run quickly, I can't remember what it's called. There's some of the things that I didn't like about Hollow Knight, unfortunately, are also here too. There's some things that just shouldn't have been optional equips. They should have just been permanent upgrades. In Hollow Knight, it's admittedly the slightly less egregious the compass charm for seeing your location on the map. Whereas here, as I was talking about earlier, you know, you have to choose 3 out of like 7 or 8 progression power-ups to have equipped at a single time, which is just straight out ridiculous. Like, there's just no reason for that. And some of them are like, so the falling through bottomless, being able to fall through bottomless pits into the screens below, that should have just been a permanent upgrade, because it's not like anything about the world modifies in reaction to that. Whereas 2 of the other upgrades, one of them makes platforms of blood appear, and another one makes roots grow downwards to create climbable walls. But you have to be near the platforms and near the roots for them to actually manifest. But falling into pits without dying, you know, that didn't need to be a wasted relic slot. Especially given that the relics don't affect combat at all. So it's not like they were preventing some weird cheese and with bosses or something by disallowing the ability to equip more than 3 of your progression items at a time. It just realistically none of it needed to be optional equips. I really don't see in what way this benefited the game's experience. But that's also, there was stuff in Hollow Knight that was very much like that for me, where it's just, it felt like the devs, it feels like there are just some devs, and this is largely thanks to Dark Souls, unfortunately, who don't seem to get that your game can be hard and player friendly. Your game does not have to be player hostile to also be challenging. But like Hollow Knight, this is by no means a bad game, and I would never say it was. They're both good games, but my personal experience with Hollow Knight was not particularly fantastic. And while my experience with Blasphemous was better, they're kind of the same game in a lot of ways. I think it really boils down to one's preference for either Hollow Knight's like slightly speedier gameplay, or Blasphemous's, really over the top aesthetic. So there we go.